will be underway. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring it down at the 12-yard line. The Wolfpack offense comes out to get things started in this one. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time out.
Yeah, and they were on the same page. It was fun to watch. I mean, you could tell that he knew exactly where his guy was, putting up the multiple touchdowns. Like, it was a thing of beauty. Now, defensively, I also know that. And I know he's looking that way. So look forward to seeing the chess match with the defense and maybe ways they can take him away.
NC State quick to the line.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
They're going to ride this running back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. So UMass's offense will take the field for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. They'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a 3rd down stop. Off the play fake. Unleashes one. Got his man to the left. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. That penalty cost them a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's got it inside the 25. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Minutemen.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. NC State going up tempo.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Working that left side now. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's taking the shot. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and look for room. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Catch in the middle. It's Hooks. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires on the move. Finds a man by himself. Wide open space. Touchdown, Minutemen. A great catch and run for 6.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's going to try to return this one. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Under fire. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Wants to go up top. Safe completion on the screen. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the...
He'll take a shot. Got it. They will score. Touchdown, UMass. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
How explosive is this offense, right? They rev it up so quickly. Speed, playmaking ability, versatility, running, throwing, NFL talent all over the place. And after that last touchdown, they've already blown this game wide open. Guys, we're not even through the first quarter yet.
North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Leaves it with the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Crosses the 30, he's got away. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. And they're able to get him on the ground. They've got it at the 41. Third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. From the gun, wants to pass. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. Wants to bring it back. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The UMass offense returns to the field. They could not have drawn up a better start than this, already up 21-0. The give to the lone running back. Picks up the first down. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pick for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Back to pass. The short hands, it's Turbin. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Oh, what a cut! And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, UMass! That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Rushes on him, and the quarterback couldn't withstand the heat, and he will go down as we've played one quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and it's UMass holding the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period.
Get set.
Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Gets rid of it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Wants to fire on second down. Makes the catch. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. UMass mounting a threat from the red zone. They're going back to the ground. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
And you know what? The best 3rd down offenses don't get to 3rd down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard. Got a nice gain, popped one, got a 1st down. Who needs 3rd downs if you can just pound it down their throat?
Touchdown, Minutemen! And they take it in for 6 more points. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, David.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
Out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. It's these little moments like that that can help an offense as he gets it up to the 16-yard line. Running game worked on 1st down. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Dumps it to the back. He's got his man. Makes the grab. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. There he goes. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the 1st down. The Wolfpack, after that big play on the ground, might just run it until they stop it. Quick completion to the right.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
On the run, fires downfield. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. The UMass offense returns to the field. Off the play fake on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's hooked. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feet. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play's over. That one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys. You start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. And you used to be able to make that play years ago.
He's got it down the left side. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. UMass getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this league, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the 1st down. UMass will line up to punt it away. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. Backed up at the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
He lobs one high down the left side. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. They'll give it to him again. Oh, he's got some space. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on 1st down. They'll run it. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
And how about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you some spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Minutemen! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. They'll try the run. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. To the air on 2nd down. Complete with conviction on the crosser. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. North Carolina State will kick it off to open the 3rd quarter. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle. Coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Starts the drive trying to go up top. And the ball will be grabbed at the 30-yard line. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside give. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
2nd down, he'll throw it. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. This UMass offense is moving quickly down the field. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Off play action on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping to run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the 1st down here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. The UMass offense returns to the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just breaks into the open. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. The Minutemen picked up a chunk on the ground. Let's see what they do here. To the ground. He's got it again. Got the 1st down and more. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. Now on 1st down from the 30. He'll keep it himself. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
UMass now faces a 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got some room. Headed to the goal line. Touchdown, UMass. And they take it in for 6 more points. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. from the gun, running back on the move. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab over the middle. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Got a man in the middle. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Moses. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. Turning it on. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The give on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You've got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. The give to the tailback. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Makes the stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
One of the things I like about this defense is their DBs are not afraid to put their face in the fan and go tackle. And you saw it that time with the cornerback making a great play, tackling the quarterback on the option for a big loss.
Rolling, throwing, looking right. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. The kick is on its way. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. The carry going off right tackle here. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Wolfpack put themselves in a hole here on 2nd down. That's the end of the period, and it's UMass out front. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Here's a heat. That's it fly. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. NC State has to come up with a big play here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6th time tonight. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The UMass offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Got the first down and more. Still running at the 40. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. UMass hoping that big run will give them some momentum. He'll pull it on the read. Across the 15. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Fires to the end zone. Intercepted. Big play, stops the drive.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year. He comes up.
And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Grab behind the line. It's Duggan. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll haul it in right around the logo. He's going to get loose. Only in the hops. Touchdown, UMass. The hidden yardage, the big play, special teams coming through. The lead keeps growing, and so do the accomplishments. Moments away from a perfect regular season at 12-0.
And this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. On target to the left. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
And we've seen a lot of that from this offense, unfortunately. Just quarterback and wide receivers just not in sync. And sometimes it happens and they get out of sync and they don't make big plays. But, man, you're in a huge deficit. You need big plays down the field, so somebody's got to make a play for their quarterback.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. NC State started this drive with terrible field position, but now a little room to operate. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. NC State started this drive with terrible field position, but now a little room to operate. He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, nice job on the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job.
And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. They still do count it for 6.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. They're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the 4th quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know, next time you take the field, which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
The Minutemen going back to work on offense. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. For this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. So now it's 2nd and long. Tight end now in motion. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Looking deep down the right side. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Power football with the run. At midfield, he's got room. Hits the afterburners. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stuff.
A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
The Wolfpack put themselves in a hole here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Snagged out of the air. He goes out of bounds, couple yards short of the 20. They'll mark it at the 18. NC State has work to do to convert this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll get rid of it. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Wants to return it. Slips through the line. Can they catch him? A huge return there. Steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. The UMass offense returns to the field. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well. But now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
And we got to think about where we're taking our girlfriend and parents for dinner, right? What side are we ordering with our giant steak? We've earned it in this game. Now it's time to go celebrate.
Into the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.